All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with DieHard Racing League's American Hero Hunt, Texas Motor Speedway race number 7 out of 10. Right now, these guys just got into qualify. I'm here with Wingnut. Curtis will be joining us in a little bit. What's going on, brother?
Hey, mate, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Just hanging out, trying to get with it here. Gonna be a pretty good race here tonight, man. The season's almost winding down. 2 more races to go after this. Got some real close, tight battles going on so far up in the front.
Oh yeah, these fields have not gotten any smaller whatsoever. They're still just huge.
Yeah, I was just looking before how many drivers are out here. I think there's 30 or 32.
I'll give you a rough number when you see some qualifying times because I don't want to try and count this many drivers.
I know. While they're qualifying, I'm just going to throw the points up real quick. Right now, coming into the race tonight, Joshua Stewart. He's the leader. He's 3 points ahead of Todd Cray in second. Joshua Jones is only 4 points behind in third. Robert Barris is 8 points behind in fourth. Seth Schultz is 16 points behind in fifth. And then you see the rest: Caleb Thompson, Adam Matz, Brad Speidel, Adam Nowinski, Justin Davidson, Elliott Butler, Dame Newsom, Nevin Iwitsuru, Art Peck. I wonder if he's going to be doing his backwards qualify.
I'll have to go look.
Ron Hollyfield, Patrick DeSolner, David Camara, Aaron Corey, Mike Major, and Bruce Pearson rounding out top 20 in points coming into tonight's race. Real close, though, for the top 4. Only 8-point difference between them. So definitely going to be interesting.
Of course, and even more annoyingly, of course, it's both Joshua Jones and Joshua Stewart are like 1 car away from each other in the points. So even on the board, they're trying to confuse me.
No, it's Joshua. That's why I'm starting to call out car numbers pretty soon.
And to make it even worse, there's also a Josh Gallagher as well. So just to make it the extra bit of confusing, just in case.
Yeah, there's a couple new names here too. See some guys I haven't seen before, so that's pretty good to see. Guys are still piling on in.
Oh yeah, speaking of, looks like one of them, William Morris, just got the best qualifying lap so far.
Yeah.
Still some fast boys haven't done their laps, but that's good to see.
I see right now we're watching the 22 of Stewart. He's being shown in 9th.
Oh dear, looks like Art Peck is not going around the track backwards. Oh, that makes me
sad.
sad.
He's not?
He's just going like grandma pace.
Oh. Yeah, that's the old backwards file. That's a great qualify lap. Let's take a look at a new guy here. Oh no, Brian Grubbs. He's been here. Sorry.
Yep, he's part of the 5 guys.
So somebody I must have passed their name. See a couple new names though. I'm trying to find them now. Rusty Farrell in the 25.
He's been in for a while too.
Has he really?
Yep.
I guess maybe I don't remember talking about him.
The one I can see that I don't remember seeing. You double check. I know. I think he was here too. I think actually everyone here that we've seen at least once before.
Really?
As confusing as it is, there's just so many of them.
Yeah, there's a big field here, man. It's gonna be a really good race here tonight. They got 2 more races to go. Phoenix is gonna be next week, and then the final, if I'm correct, I think it's Homestead at the final, so it should be pretty good, man. These guys usually put on a good race. Last week was Martinsville, was a pretty good race there. Amazing to see so many cars on that small of a track.
I know, right? Like, as if a regular Martinsville race wasn't a problem. When you've got like 30 cars on track, it starts getting a little messy.
Gotta adjust my headset volumes here a little bit. Brian Grubbs up in the top.
There's about 30 cars at the moment.
Yeah, look at Brian Grubbs takes the top spot.
Yep, it looks like he got top spot by a full 0.1 of a second on everyone else, including Seth Schultz, who's now dropped up into 2nd place.
Hopefully Seth Schultz gets a good run here tonight. He didn't have such good luck.
Yeah. Well, this isn't Martinsville, so he's got a good chance.
So now
he tracks better than Martinsville.
You were saying tire drop off and something before earlier?
Yep. So I got the inside scoop again because it's awesome. The front tires wear out first, obviously here. 62 laps on fuel, 2 stops for sure, and willing to bet it's probably you're gonna see a lot of 4-tire strats. But there may be some crazy guy who tries right sides only and kills everybody.
Well, especially at the end too. I mean, you know, if we get a late caution, you want that track position. I'd say with 10 to 15 laps to go, it may be worth a chance.
Mm-hmm. But apparently, if you run the highline the entire way around, all the time, it'll be 1.5 to 2 seconds fall off at the end. So your tires will be 2 seconds worse by the end of your run.
And with all these cars here too, man, there's gonna be a lot of rubber being put down on the track.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be very curious to see how the track adapts and how people adapt to it.
So far, Brian Grubb's holding that top spot. See if anybody's going to take that away. We still have a couple of drivers that haven't put a time up yet. One of them is Elliott Butler in the 16. He's pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Major.
Butler's always had really good pace.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not quite consistent enough to hold up at the front. But he's had the pace to get up to the front so many times. If he could just get that consistent, then he'd be an absolute force to be reckoned with.
You see Wendell Elliott right now just gets up to the second spot. So he's going to go to second right now. Seth Schultz moves back to third.
I believe Elliott still has a second lap to go. He's still doing it now. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, here he comes, coming out now. And well, yeah, a couple different Elliots.
There's 2 Elliots, 3 Joshes. Probably others. I'm gonna have to go look now. I'm gonna have to look through the entire thing and try and find another name that matches, just to make myself get annoyed.
Elliott Butler coming across the line.
I found one. 2 Bryans. Thankfully, they're not spelled the same, so it makes things a little bit more easy.
Yeah. We'll be calling car numbers through this whole race.
Yeah, like we're done with the names. Just go by number.
So how's the weather by you, man? Did warm up any, or are you still in the cold front?
I had a bit of both, actually. A couple of days ago, we had probably one of the biggest storms I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, we had like 8 hours of thunder and lightning, and it wasn't just like a little bit of lightning here and there. It was consistent, like turning night into day.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
It was constant. I was like sitting on the balcony, just like watching this kangaroo, being like, how can I just keep seeing that kangaroo? I'm watching it go across the entire field, like running for its life.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how can I even see it? It's like 500 meters away at like 3 in the morning. It was so much lightning. The power cut 3 times.
Wow.
It wasn't bad, just like flick off, flick on kind of thing.
Yeah, we've just been getting some a little bit colder weather, you know, but not too bad. But for the south, you know, anything under 50 degrees is cold.
I gotta remember, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. 50 degrees Celsius would be murder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We just watched right now. Who is that? The number 2. Anybody else out here? I think that is it. We got about a minute and a half left. I don't see anybody else coming out on the track just yet.
That's what we really got is Cody Franklin and Art Peck just sitting on the grid. Both of them just sitting there trying to have competition for the slowest lap time of all time.
Yeah. Art Peck should have did his backwards thing. We could have put that on
there. We miss it.
Cody Franklin, yeah. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 6 guys not taking the time.
I believe Art Peck will take a time, so that'll be 5. And I haven't seen anyone else go around yet. I haven't seen Rusty or Dame or Bruce or Mark McCurdy. Mark McCurdy's just kind of sitting in the pit.
Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? Man, again, I forgot the results tab. I forgot to fix it so that it shows more than 20. It keeps freezing at 20 for some reason.
Oh dear.
Not a big deal. I mean, I can just go on without it. You know what I mean? But I got to leave myself a note, man. I keep on forgetting about it.
Put yourself like an actual list, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like Brian Grubb's going to hang on to that top spot. Nobody's got anything for him, so it's good to see Brian Grubb taking that top spot. This is the American Hero Hunt, Texas Motor Speedway with DieHard Racing League. This is race number 7 out of 9. So there'll be 2 more races for this series. Let's take a quick look at the temperatures here. Looks like 72 in the air, 79 on the track, and that will change.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go with the lineup. We'll wait for these guys to get on track. Wait for a couple of guys to get on. Brian Grubbs, though, does take the pole. Wendell Elliott is going to start second. Third is going to be Mike Major. Fourth is going to be Seth Schultz. Fifth is William Morris. Robert Barris is going to roll off sixth. Seventh is going to be Caleb Thompson. Joshua Jones is going to roll off eighth. Ninth is John Johnson. Aaron Corey is going to roll off 10th.
They got Brad Spidle in 11th and Justin Davidson in 12th. Todd Cray's back here in 13th, next to Joshua Stewart in 14th. We've got Brian Rump 15th and Chris Stouffer 16th. Elliot Butler 17th, Patrick DeSonia 18th, Nevin Iwatsuru 19th, and David Camara in 20th.
And then 21st is going to be Joshua Tellez. 22nd, Ron Hollyfield. 23rd, Josh Gallagher. Adam Matz, 24th. 25th, Cody Franklin. Art Peck, 26th. 27th is Bruce Pearson. Rusty Farrell going to roll off 28th. 29th is Dame Newsom. 30th is Mark McCurdy. And rounding out the field in 31st, Frederick Hofstetter. So pretty good, man.
31 cars.
That's crazy. That is way crazy. And we're still waiting for the leader to get on track.
I believe he is the only one. Everyone else is ready to go, and it's like Brian Grubbs is getting a little bit nervous, I think. Last second shakes. I got pole! I got pole!
He'll be starting from the garage. That'll be pretty bad. Up there he goes.
Up there he is. He has arrived.
All right, we're going to get ready to get this thing rolling, man. It should be a really good race here. I'm going to say maybe at tops 4 cautions, maybe. And that, to me, would be a high guess. I don't even think they're going to get that many, honestly.
The question is going to be how long until the first one, because as always, cautions end up breeding cautions. The moment you get one, you'll get more.
Yeah. And we...
it's like having a chocolate, man. You never just have one.
Nope. You can't just have one. If you have one, you ain't right. But I watched the race on Saturday in the Xfinity Series here at Texas, and I'll tell you what, man, that was a caution-filled race.
Catch up with that stuff.
Yeah, the actual one in NASCAR, man, that was a high caution-filled race. They would get a couple, get a restart within a lap. They'd be back under caution because guys were just like pushing it so hard, man, trying to get that spot locked in for the championship race.
Everyone pushes too hard.
I mean, I get it. You're out here for the win, but wrecking your car ain't going to help you. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to let a driver go by. You got to try to see the big picture, man, and it's hard.
Oh, yeah. I got to say, man, it's actually great to see Mike Major up here essentially in 3rd and 4th.
But they're coming out of 4. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's good to see him back up here, considering Major had that really good run week before, sorry. Hopefully he can do it again.
So we
got
a
Mike Major victory. A major victory.
98 of Grubbs up in the front right now, leading these guys to the turn 1.
Looks like Wendell got a better run for sure. He's got a very good run off of Brian Grubbs there. But Grubbs is coming back on the inside.
See if he can hang on. Wow, we got shuffling going on.
3 wide further back.
It looks like Elliott putting on a good battle right there, trying to get that number 1 spot away, but Grubbs going to take it, go back to the front. He's going to lead that first lap.
And to say, almost the entire field is still too wide.
Yeah.
There's some bits they've got single file, but everyone's going too wide, all the way right to the back. You guys are fighting for it already.
Well, this is the time now while the tires are fresh. The track is still a little bit cool. Time to get what you can get. Seth Schultz up into 3rd. Mike Major over here in 4th. Let's go back a little bit in the field to William Morrison to 61.
And you got Morris, Barris, Caleb, Joshua Jones, Aaron Corey. And then behind them, this is real big pack going from Spidle all the way back to Camara. And I believe that's Iwatsuru, I think.
Yeah, and I thought I saw somebody. Oh, we might have a challenge for the lead here. Oh, contact too between the 98 and the 54, it looked like. Looked like the 54 was getting ready to go down on the inside, and I think the 98 went to go give him a block, man. They made a little bit of contact, and the 54 does save it. And that's going to open the door for Schultz now.
Schultz is in a good position, but he's stuck behind the 98. He's got nowhere to go. So while he had a good chance to get past 54, he just had nowhere to get past him there. And now he's got to run. Just where do you take it?
Yeah, he's got nowhere to go. He can't go down. I don't think he really wants to go 3 wide just yet.
I think the right call here is just to sit back, wait.
And looks
There's
like
nothing more he can do.
Elliott may beat him to the line and get scored. Your leader that time. Yep. New leader, Wendell Elliott in the number 54.
And you got another car in this fight too. William Morris is getting up there.
I was just going to say, the
Robert
61. Out of nowhere, man.
So the inside line is definitely working right now.
Look at this fight back here.
Barris has come all the way up to third. Like, Barris has popped out of nowhere.
Barris and the 61 of Morris, too. I mean, they weren't too far back, but, man, they're already up here in the front. And it looks like Morris is going to challenge for the lead in a minute.
Yeah, but Seth Schultz has now gotten past the 98 as well. And it looks like now Mike Major's going to try to stick his nose. Looks like that inside line is just really good right now.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more grip down low right now. Maybe they might squeeze it out a little bit later on to the top, but I don't know, man. It seemed like the inside line is where you want to be.
There's still a lot of fighting going on through the field. Like, it's going to be hard to keep up with them because there's a lot of cars.
I know. Oh, we got the 4 being turned. Oh, man, the 16's got a piece of it, too.
That was not good.
Man, that's bad. Oh, dude, that was bad.
Oh yeah, that was not fun for whoever that was.
Let's go back and see. That's Caleb Thompson in the 4. Let's see who else was all involved. I want to find out.
Looks like it was Aaron Corey.
Yeah, I want to find out what happened here. We're riding along with the 4 of Caleb Thompson. He's side by side with the 76. Let's see what caused this. Was it them or was it in front, behind?
It was.
They went to go 3 wide.
Yeah. Corey had nowhere to go there.
Wow, there was a lot of cars caught up in that one.
Yep. And the accordion begins and just everyone starts hitting each other. Brad Sparrow got eaten up by that one.
Oh, man, there's a lot of guys that got hurt. All right, well, we got that one out of the way.
I can't find it, but someone else got absolutely annihilated, so we'll try and figure who that is.
Yeah, there was the 25, I think, I believe it was the 25 Rusty Farrell. I saw him smoking. The 16 of Elliott Butler got destroyed. Caleb Thompson, obviously, is destroyed. And these guys are coming down pit road. Yeah.
I'm curious how many people are going to take 2 tires only. I'm willing to bet most will just go for the full 4, but I'm willing to bet there might be someone going for 2 tire strats.
Well, if you're going to do it, this is the time to do it. But I think under caution, 4 tires and fuel, man, that's got to be the way to go.
The question is if you're betting on a second caution. Or if you're far back enough the field that the game might be worth a loss when the tires start dying.
It looks like
Nope, someone missed the pits.
I was just going to say, it looked like everybody stopped pretty good in their pits, but then I saw somebody backing up, but I missed it.
I find who it is for you. It was Aaron Corey.
So Adam Matz choosing to stay out.
Or John Johnson, sorry, wrong word. Maybe Matz is going to go pit this lap and go to the back of the field, or maybe he's willing to just stay up front.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been a couple, well, you've got 9 laps on those tires. Yeah. I'd be going in to go and get some tires.
I think we're well past a couple now.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was 9 already. But yeah, if I was him, I'd be going in.
Said done 2 tires, but instead he just had a really good pit time compared to everybody else.
And look who's going to be scored as your leader once Adam Matz comes down, because he's not going to be scored your leader technically. That's going to give it up to Robert Barris.
Oh, really?
Yep.
He's like, going back, having a look.
Yeah, Robert Barris is your leader. Wendell Elliott's going to be 2nd. Morris is 3rd. Schultz is 4th. Lights are out, too, man.
Barris did it. Rights only.
Did he really?
Yep, right sides only.
Ooh.
It's going to put him right next to Wendell Elliott. He's got 4 brand new tires, and he's definitely got pace.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that works out for Barris, because I bet you a lot of guys are going to be looking at that.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, if he can hold that inside line, it seems to be the way to go.
Yeah, there's how many cars? So far, I just see Speidel and Thompson still in the pits. Todd Cray's a lap down. Elliott Butler's a lap down, but they are back out on the track. So
yeah,
far,
Cray's
2 cars.
Just melted in that crash. Like, every part of it has been. That car, when this race is done, is going to be a bin job. It's just, it's just so bad.
All right, pace car is getting ready to turn in. Robert Barris, your leader. We'll see what he's got here. Wendell Elliott on the outside.
So there's no guys going to be able to take off. And it's green.
Looks like a pretty good start.
Yep, good start for both. Barris obviously got the inside, so he's going to have an advantage first few corners. Looks like no one really gained anything on that start. And most of the field is just going to be sitting 2 wide. We almost went 3 wide further back there, but I think they thought the better of it.
So Barris able to get out. Now here comes the 61 of Morris on the inside.
It looks like he's going to back off. He decides against it.
Seth Schultz up there on the outside line.
And so far, Barris is holding. He's actually got a bit of a gap for himself.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's got himself a nice little cushion there so far.
And still people going side by side further back. We've even got 2 by 2 a little bit further back in the pack.
Got the 72 of Camara with Stouffer, and then right behind him, Justin Davidson in the 20.
Yep, and then behind him, you had Yoshi Tellers, who was in that group, but he's backed off a little bit. Honestly, they're all starting a single file out.
The Solner is up there with, I think that's Cody Franklin. And then Ron Hollyfield trying to make his way through.
Holyfield, I think, was talking earlier that doesn't feel like he has the pace here at all.
Really?
But, I mean, he's doing pretty good. Maybe it looks like he's found it pretty quick, because he was saying like he didn't feel like he had the pace. He was wondering if everyone found the time. And here he is now fighting up for 13th. 12th even, sorry. Wait, that's 13th just because the guy's fallen back 2 places. Never mind.
And we've single filed pretty much up here in the front.
Yeah, I think everyone's waiting for their moment now. Also, everyone's finding the power of that low line.
And it looks like, who is that? Camara down way low on the inside of, I believe that's Major? Or is that Stouffer? That is...
That's Stouffer.
Yeah. No.
Major's the black jacket.
Grubbs. Too many of
Grubbs
them.
is hopefully coming back.
There's too many. I can't keep track.
Yeah, I know. Looking through the field. Not most of the field single file. A few bits people were fighting here and there.
And we just had Robert Barris, Wendell Elliott, and William Morris way close to each other, and almost a little bit of contact, but they kind of spread out a little bit. Schultz a little bit higher up.
Wendell's getting a pretty good run on Barris here. He might try diving in the inside. Looks like Barris is going to hold that inside line.
Oh, now he's going to go to the outside. No, we're going to tuck it back in.
Barris is not making it easy for him.
Barris doing pretty good so far on 2 tires. We'll see how long those 2 tires last.
Yep.
This track is brutal on tires.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to wait to see when Wendell jams his nose in there. Gets a really good run at exit of 4, but just
and
Barris
he is right there too, man.
Oh! Almost turning Barris.
That could be bad news for everybody behind him. Again, he makes contact with Barris.
That's Barris out. That might be a caution.
That's going to be it. Oh,
and
man. Barris is not going to be a happy camper.
Yeah. That was...
A lot of damage on Barris' car. Let's go back real quick. We'll take a look, see, get a closer look at this.
Yeah, Barris' car is going to... Like, it was fine for a while. They just maybe had some burnt tires and whatnot, but near the end, it was just slam.
See him right there. 54 behind Robert Barris. They make a little bit of contact. Barris almost saves it. Unfortunately, the 61, and he really backed off, tried to be easy on him, and he's going to get some damage from it also.
Looks like we lost Kamara as well. Looks like Kamara got tapped by someone else as well, Brian Grubbs.
Wow.
Yeah, like Brian Grubbs just didn't brake in time and just gave Kamara a tap and sent him spinning himself.
Let's see if I can find him. Where's Grubbs at? His names are jumping around so fast I can't get a grab on it.
Interestingly, nothing to do with the actual crash. Like Kamara had a bit of a tap near the end of it, but that actually had nothing to do with the crash itself.
Yeah, I'm watching right now. Man, it's a shame. A lot of cars tore up on that one.
Oh yeah. Interesting to see where Seth Schultz comes out with that one. Looks like Mike Major had to back up a little bit in the pits. Brian Grubbs looks like everyone else made their pits roughly all right. There's going to be a lot of bent and bumped cars here. Here's Barris now entering his pits. I think that car might be a bin job. It might be like way too much from repairs.
And pit road is busy.
Yeah, well, William Morris is going to be in second now. Seth Schultz in first. Joshua Jones came out in third.
And look who's up here in the front.
Yeah, Stouffer fourth. Grubbs fifth. Patrick DeSolnia sixth. I'm curious, did he do a right sides only there, or did he just had a really good pit stop? Could be in the attrition.
Yeah, no, it looks, according to the pit stop, it looks like he did 4.
He did 4, yep, that's double checking.
Art Peck coming in. I thought he was going to stay out to try to get the lap led, but he is going to go in. Got a pretty nice looking paint job there. I'm trying to get a closer look at it. See what he's got on that car.
Nice.
That's going to put Seth Schultz up in the front.
Oh, yeah.
We know Seth Schultz, if he gets out in clean air, he's usually pretty quick. I'm not seeing any major damages on his car, and he has somebody blinking in front of him pretty bad. Where's that? I believe is that the 58, 59, and that and Matt's.
Well, as you said, major damage. I was watching Mike Major, actually, and he lost a lot of time. He was 4th going into the pits, and he exited in like 12th.
And now he's back in 15th.
So yeah, he did miss his stall, yeah. That's a lot of positions to lose for a missed stall.
Well, when you got that many cars in there, every second's going to count.
Interestingly, when people went into the pits that lap, it was very, not confused, but a little jarbled for sure.
Let's take a quick look at the top 10 as they sit right now. Seth Schultz, William Morris, Joshua Jones, Chris Stouffer, Brian Grubbs, Patrick DeSolner, Ron Hollyfield up to 7, Joshua Stewart 8th, Cody Franklin 9th, and Aaron Corey in 10th.
Corey was involved in that initial instance, so it's good to see he still got pace and up in the top 10. And
yeah.
I remember hearing Holyfield saying he didn't have pace here, but apparently yes he does. He's doing great.
Yeah, if he can stay out of trouble here. Sometimes, during practice and then when you get into the race, the car and the track change. Yeah.
Once it clicks, man, if you just feel right, you can just start making some real good pace.
And we're seeing some rubber being put down on the track too, so that is going to change. Let me see if the conditions changed any. 80 degrees on the track, so getting a little bit warmer.
Oh yeah. At the moment, it seems like the inside line really is the strong one, but we'll see if that changes as things go on.
Well, Morris out there on the outside now. He's pretty strong. We'll see if he's going to keep the foot down to the floor and try and get a run here on the 31 of Seth Schultz.
He has that pace. He's been fighting up here at the front all the time. And also interesting is that Joshua Jones is now caught up to this front pack now. Like, through all the pit stops as well as the racing, he's actually been getting up to the front. So we might see an attack from third. Even Chris Stouffer, I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen enough of him to know what he can do, but it's a wild card right there, sitting in the second row.
All right, pace car is in. Waiting on that green flag. Schultz on the inside, your leader.
And it looks like...
96. Caution is going to come out. Is it? No caution.
No. Did I miss something?
Yeah, the 96. and a bunch of cars, the 20, a few others. There's somebody actually almost sideways. Let's go. I'm backing up real quick while we're green. Sorry, people. 96, I think, spun the tires and got a little push. 24 got involved. The 59. Wow, a bunch of guys.
Yep.
And no caution.
Yeah, I didn't see that, unfortunately. A bunch of people apparently got black flags for passing into yellow, but I think that's probably going to get cleared because it was just, you know, silly things happening.
And look at this. Seth Schultz up in the front. Joshua.
Yeah, but look at Joshua Jones catching up real quick. He's right on his rear.
And he came out of that last turn with a run.
Oh, yeah. And even better is Brian Grubbs has come forward 2 positions. Never mind. He's in a wall.
Never mind.
Commentator's curse right there.
Never mind.
Yep. I say he got a really good run. He came from 5th up to 3rd, and all of a sudden just like bang. Nope, never mind. I'm sorry, man. I cursed you there. I'm sorry.
I think
commentator's curse at it again.
I think he just pushed it just a little bit too hard, but they're definitely doing a good job here. Joshua Jones up kind of high, gonna open the door for Stover maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he's just doing a different line right now. It looks like Stover tried to stick his nose, but just wasn't close enough.
And look at 4th place. DeSonia and Morris. DeSonia just takes that spot from Morris, and now Ron Holyfield's going to get to the back of Morris.
Yeah, Morris lost a lot of pace. Like he was starting on the first row on this restart, and all of a sudden he just dropped back to 5th.
I think that outside line hurt him.
Yeah, well now he's going to start getting trained if he can't get down. As Holyfield just clears him in one corner.
And they go back a little bit to the 22 of Joshua Stewart now. And the 43 also of Aaron Corey right there, side by side.
Brian Grubbs getting a bit of a train going as they're not going to look 3 wide, as they're not going to get the run I thought, as Moore's stuck on the bottom with Josh Stewart on the high side. So 98 of Brian Grubbs stays behind.
They're all good.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, Curtis, there was a couple of cautions. A couple cars got some major damages early on. We got a bunch of guys a little bit further back. Barris, Ewart Suru, Wendell Elliott, Brian Rumpf, all these guys pretty far off pace and pretty far back.
Wendell Elliott is behind the wall right now.
I'm watching this fight back here for, what is that, 5th place on back.
Oh yeah, that pack is building. I thought they were going to separate a bit, but no, they're getting closer. I think the cars behind are catching up.
As that pack is just building, there's a lot of drivers. You got a little breakaway out front, but a lot of them are 2x2. As more drivers start to look into joining this battle.
Yeah, they're all starting to pile in there. Including like some of the guys who were at the back of the pack at the race start. Frederick Hofstetter was the very back car at the start of the race. And now he's right behind this line, got a draft all the way up to that big pack, which are still fighting out and shuffling around. Corey's in that Netherland of nowhere to go forwards and nothing but losing positions behind you. Like there's nowhere to go.
Just an interval on the situation with the lead. We have Seth Schultz out 1.3 or 0.13 seconds out.
And DeSonia making a pass here on Stouffer, going to try and take 3rd place.
Oh, it's traffic in front of him.
And he'll use that to his advantage and get that spot.
Yeah, the traffic of Todd Cray. Stouffer had to pretty much slam on the brakes for that to not kill himself. But yeah, he's coming back with a run though. But he's gone for the high. I think he's going to let him keep that position. So that's Patrick DeSonia up into 3rd. See if he's got any pace for Joshua Jones as well.
Oh, almost a little bit of contact between Bruce Pearson and Hofstetter.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact definitely back there. Todd Cray is just being a rock through the water.
Todd Cray nursing that damaged machine on the high line as the rest of the field tries to filter around him while battling for position.
And that's for 23rd.
I gotta say, at the moment, you're never quite sure where to go because like everyone's running the low line, but you see people run mid line, high line. Like, where do I go when I'm a lap car? Just sit on the high line, and just hope no one hits you.
And then we had Aaron Corey and William Morris side by side briefly into 3 and 4, but it looks like Morris got the run out.
There's so many cars, and there's so many misplaced. It's hard to figure out who's going where. Seth Schultz, though, out to about a 3/10 lead right now over Joshua Jones. Then you go back to DeSaulnier and Stouffer. Stouffer's trying to stick to the back of the 93.
He's held on pretty well.
Rusty Farrell makes a pass on Brian Grubbs for the 7th position as this field starts to get themselves single file again.
Yeah, Grubbs probably nursing a bit of damage in that car. He had a pretty bad hit with the front right side on the outside wall. But I think he's all good. He's not doing too bad, but expect to see his tyres start to die. And we got Aaron Corey on the inside of William Morris. Morris is on the first row at the start of this restart.
Oh, and they're going to get really tight there. Almost some contact there. They were able to keep it, keep the cars away from each other. And Dame Newsom looks to join this battle, possibly looking 3 wide, but he's not going to get the run.
I think Dame's a bit more cautious than that. I don't think he's going to go for the 3 wide. But Corey does complete the pass there. Corey's had good pace. If he can make it up to the front, he might have a good chance at a win if he can just keep it up.
And we have
wow, the pack ahead. Oh my god.
Oh.
And we're 3 wide. Stewart, Stouffer, and Davidson through the tri-oval.
I didn't think that was going to turn out good.
Yeah, looks like everyone got lucky. Looks like Stouffer's now on the inside of DeSaulnier. No, wait, that's not DeSaulnier. DeSaulnier's ahead of the...
Stewart.
That's the one.
DeSaulnier looks to dive in below Joshua Jones there.
Yeah, DeSaulnier's got really good pace, it seems.
Battle for second. DeSaulnier slides up, and he's not going to be able to complete the pass.
And he didn't take out Jones there either. He could have accidentally slipped and took him out, but he managed to hold it, and both of them are alive. And now he's back under attack again by Joshua Stewart. Please, Joshua Stewart, don't pass DeSaulnier. I don't want to have Joshua Jones and Joshua Stewart next to each other.
That's when you just start calling out the numbers, man. Forget the names.
They're too far away for that. I have to go by color. The white and orange car and the red and black car.
As Stewart does successfully make the pass on DeSaulnier.
Wow.
Here, let's see what he's got for Jones. As DeSaulnier looks to battle back, Stouffer looking to join this battle as well.
Jump inside with him.
Just want to hold on to the back. Because Stouffer got passed by DeSaulnier and by Joshua. Just sit back, mate. Just let it all happen in front of you. Get dragged along. Save some time. No point killing your tyres now. Wait for them to kill theirs.
It looks like the bottom line's starting to get too hot as we're seeing Jones start to shift to a much more extreme entry on the high line.
Stouffer looking to the outside.
Yeah, but between tyre wear and temperature on the track, yeah, the inside line might be a little too risky now. See people start spreading out. Looks like Schultz is starting to run a more like a low to mid line. He's starting to get off that bottom line. And you can see he's definitely gaining time on it too, so apparently it's working for him. He starts mid line, comes into the low, comes back to mid again. Just keeping it safe. He's keeping it fast too. He's actually faster than everyone else pretty much.
That's from Ryan Hollyfield here with the 25 of Rusty Farrell right behind him.
That time by Josh Stewart was faster than Schultz, and Schultz is now contest for the lead as Stewart makes a move on the inside line and actually gets an advantage off the run down the backstretch.
It's Joshua for second and third.
Joshua Jones.
Wait,
me now.
Stewart and Jones, my bad.
Yep. Well, it looks like Jones is right back in his rear. He might try and make a counter attack, but I don't think he's going to have the pace for it. So yeah, Stewart now up in the second place. He's come flying out. I'm pretty sure he started like somewhere like 10th or something like that. Somewhere pretty far back.
Yeah, Stewart started 14th, Jones started 8th.
Yeah, Stewart's been really working his way forward.
And right now our biggest mover on track, Rusty Farrell, started 28th position, now running 7th.
Damn, man. And he's now right in the rear of Holyfield. He's got the pace for him, he just needs to get a position to pass. And I think Joshua Stewart is actually catching Seth pretty damn fast, so we're going to see him on the back of Seth soon.
And Schultz lost a lot of time there getting past Adam Matz.
Yep, but I think that won't help Stewart too much either, because no, it looks like Matz is going to get out of the way. He's all good.
Yep, that will help Stewart as Joshua Stewart was able to catch Matz on the entry, not the exit.
And Stewart, well, now back to 3/10. He was down to 2/10. So I think Schultz found that groove again, is starting to pull it away one more time.
To see if that lap car in any way slowed down Stewart, but I think he was probably good. But we'll have to see because they're definitely charging.
And Farrell and Corey now are going to go side by side.
I mean, Sonia almost go for a dive on Joshua Jones there. I think he decided better of it.
Oh, contact 25 into the wall.
Oh,
man.
Involved. Rusty Farrell involved.
Oh no. Unfortunately, Aaron Corey was involved in that very first incident. I think he just immediately put his car into tow. I think his car is totaled. And Rusty as well, our fast mover. Man, commentator's curse, you doomed him.
Let's
That's
take
your
a,
fault.
take a look.
Boo, you hiss.
Taking a look right now at the 25, Rusty Farrell, and the 43 of Corey, Aaron Corey. You see Corey take it down low. That's Ron Hollyfield in front, and it looks like Corey slid up, made a little bit of contact, the 25 into the wall.
Nah, what happened was Rusty hit the outside wall on exit. He hit it really hard too.
Did he really? From here, it looked like he...
Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind, sorry. I had
Yeah.
to go back literally half a second more.
Like
I was
he...
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Thankfully, only just those two involved in it, so we'll keep this thing moving. Let's see if these guys come down pit road. Seth Schultz leading these guys right now.
Was that actually a question, if these guys are going to go down pit road? I get the distinct feeling these guys might need tires.
Oh, you never know. We've seen some crazy stuff.
I don't think we're going to see the bearish two-step today. He's already done it once. I don't think he can do it again.
Barris right now
being... all the time takes the right side down there. And Joshua Jones right on the rear of Stewart through the pits there.
Yes, all the lead lap cars pit.
Stewart missed his stall. Looks like Joshua Stewart missed his stall. Looks like everyone else is pretty much good.
I'm seeing a bunch of guys sitting here getting some damage repaired.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How did that happen?
It did.
Stewart missed his stall, and yet still came out in first.
Yeah, he had a 14.4, and Schultz had a 14.9.
Yes, Seth Schultz missed his stall by a tiny bit too far forward, so he had to put it in reverse. Where I think it's Stewart. Actually, Stewart went flying through a stall. I'm even more confused now, to be honest. It's not getting any better.
So that should put Joshua Stewart up to the lead. That'll put Seth Schultz in second, and then Joshua Jones in third. We'll wait for them to cross the line and just double check the order.
Yeah, so from what I saw there, it looks like when Stewart missed the pits, he just kind of slid through, immediately reversed and got it really quick. Seth Schultz took a bit more time. I don't think he realized he did it for a while.
Yeah, it might have been, sometimes you get in there and you sit there and you're like, wait, how come they're not jumping out? Then you look and realize you're not in the right spot.
Yeah, Stewart obviously slid, and obviously knew he had to go back, whereas I don't think Seth quite realized for a moment. It's like, oh, crap, I have to go back.
And that's why that is right in my windscreen when I'm driving. I know.
Let's take a look here real quick at the top 10.
I'd say Dame Newsom's moved up pretty fast into 6th place now.
Yeah, he's moved up. Ron Hollyfield's still holding on to 7th, so that's good to see. Mark McCurdy now in number 60 up to the 10th spot, and Bruce Pearson in that number 3 up in 9th. So some of these guys moving in the right direction here. Let's take a quick look. We've only had 5 lead changes. We still have 88 laps to go.
Yeah, I think we've had 3 cautions now.
And right now, Joshua Stewart's out here. He's got 1 lap led. We'll see how many laps he can lead. It's got a little bit. Is that him? Oh, no, sorry, wrong car. Never mind. Never mind.
Yep, he definitely had the pace earlier back on Seth Schultz, but the question is if Seth is better on fresher tyres than he is. He might get the pass back again. And now we've got a fresh Joshua Jones right behind them, too. And even Chris Stouffer and Patrick DeSaulnier were showing really good pace in the early runs, so
Yeah.
we might see Patrick go for another attack.
I think the Sona was all the way up to third at one point.
Yep.
That's going to be interesting. Stewart on the inside, Schultz on the outside on this restart.
I
So he gets a
don't
good
know
run
if I don't think the inside's going to be the best idea. I think Schultz might have a bit of an advantage here.
Depends what line you take on that inside line. If you go to the mid to low line, it might be alright. But if you go on the low line, it's going to be too hot for you. But that mid line, mid-low, might be alright.
Yeah, Stewart needs to not let Schultz pin him down to that white line.
Yeah, if Schultz pins him down, he's going to just chew up his tires and lose all his time. I think it's going to be a question of who blinks first. And I mean blink as in eyes, not blink as in internet code.
So
Pace car is in.
waiting on that green flag.
Yep. And green flag is out.
And Seth Schultz got a pretty good start there, but
Schultz got a great start. He's even there with Stewart, and as they go into turn one, Joshua Jones riding behind Stewart to see where he can get as the inside line does prevail.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of cars further back had a bit of a bad start, and people had to start backing up a little bit, so back part of that pack is slowing down. It looks like Joshua Jones just received a nudge from Chris Stouffer to get him ahead of Seth Schultz.
Another one there in the corner as Schultz is able to keep second place position as they get a little bit tight.
Yeah, you do not bump draft on corners.
Yeah, we saw
Any kind of bump drafting is don't bump draft on the corners.
I know, you seen him get down in that line too, man, and he gave him a nice shove. And here comes Schultz to the inside.
Yeah.
Takes a look. Is he there? He's there at the quarter as he's going to get the inside line for turn 3.
Yeah, it looks like Joshua Stewart's gone pretty wide there. So Schultz going to have a pretty good run on exit.
Yeah, runs on the exit. Stewart gets a really good run off, and he's going to
hold it that time.
We see Schultz get a little bit loose there through the tri-oval, but they're going to keep it all together as Schultz almost there to make the pass. He's not able to clear the bumper down the backstretch. What are we going to see? Stewart gets a run back.
Yeah, that last corner, Stewart did pin him down to that white line, as we said. And just saw that didn't quite work. But it looks like Seth might complete the pass. He's a bit wider up there. They're trying to get a good run on exit. I don't know if it's going to work, though.
Who's going to beat him to the line?
It looks like Seth Schultz will beat him to the line there. No? Yep.
Yep, Seth Schultz scored your leader for that one. We'll see if he can complete the pass.
And the longer he can keep Stewart up there, the longer his tires are going to be under increased wear. So it's going to be interesting to see how it sits late.
And this is either a nightmare or an amazing dream for Joshua Jones right now, just watching this right in front of him. If he's got pace, he can't go anywhere, but at the same time, these guys are killing their tires and their pace. It's like,
Schultz going to get it again. Progress. He's not able to complete the pass, but he is able to hold on to the lead.
Ooh, that turn there, he managed to push Stewart a little bit wider than last time, so he's going to have a better run and complete the pass.
So now let's see what Joshua Jones is going to do here. He's been watching that going on. I think I see...
Stouffer's sizing up Jones as well, so we've got a battle for third and a battle for first at the same time.
I was about to say, Stouffer looked like a hungry shark there for a moment, just like right on the rear of Jones. Just hear the Jaws theme in the background. He's got Patrick DeSaulnier, and even Ron Holville's grabbing onto this lead.
And we got a challenge for the lead again.
And that runoff, Stewart's not going to be there yet, but he's going to look to the inside again. He's going to stick to his line and let Schultz take the inside line. He's going to stick with the draft.
And Stouffer to the inside, not able to do it.
Whoa, Stewart on the inside really quick on the
huge crossover in the tri-oval there, and that's going to put Stewart in a good position to make the pass. Schultz unable to really battle back on that second groove.
Oh, we got a car around. It looked like the 8 of Stouffer.
And interestingly, I think Joshua Stewart's going to get counted as a lead there too, so he's going to get the lead into the pits. I think.
Wow, did you see that? The 8 went around. I believe he took it behind the wall, so I want to see if I can catch up and find out what happened here.
Yeah, he took it behind the wall.
Yeah, it looks like Chris Stouffer had a little bit of help there from the 93 of Patrick DeSaulnier.
Yeah, he made a little bit of contact with him, sends him up into the wall. Really hard hit, too.
There's a little bit of cross signals between both of them. I think the Sony thought he was taking the midline, and he had a bit more pace to put his foot down. And unfortunately, he put his foot down as Stouffer was slowing down a little bit. Mixed signals.
So that's going to put Stewart as your leader. And we're under caution. We'll see which way these guys are going to go.
Everyone is going to go down for a new set of stickers.
And I'm curious if anyone's going to try the rights only. I think we've been a bit too late for that, but someone might give it a try, because why not?
And plus for some track position, if you want to get up to the front.
There's enough cars on track that a right side only near the back will get you somewhere in the top 10 for sure. Because who's got the balls? Like Stewart made a stall first time this time?
And Schultz as well made his stall, so we're going to have to see how they get out. Stewart with the position advantage, Schultz with the box advantage. We will see Stewart win the race off pit road.
And they're almost 3 wide coming out of the pits, a little bit further back, almost 4 wide.
Wow.
I gotta say, thank iRacing for no clipping there, because that was gonna be an incident between a few of the guys.
Oh, that would have been bad, man. Take a quick look at the summary. 7 lead changes, 55 laps complete. We still have 78 laps to go. We're under caution number 4. You're watching the American Hero Hunt, Texas Motor Speedway. This is race number 7 of 9 here at DieHard Racing League. I'll tell you what, been a very interesting season so far. We've seen a lot of good racing going on, man, and really tight points battle coming in. Throw the points up real quick. Joshua Stewart came in here 3 points ahead of Todd Cray and 4 points ahead of Joshua Jones and 8 points ahead of Robert Barris.
The interesting little comparison there. Stewart is in first, and 2 cars behind him is Joshua Jones, exactly like it is on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And where's Schultz? Schultz is sitting in second, so he's trying to get back up towards the top.
Yeah, he's in second place on the grid. Like this is getting scary now. Everything's aligning. The Illuminati, man.
Next week, Phoenix. Well, ISM, Phoenix, whatever. ISM Raceway. I'm still used to calling it Phoenix, but that's going to be a pretty good one. If they got all these cars out on the track, man, that is going to be an interesting race. And that is going to be a do or die for some drivers.
That raceway with the start-finish line on the backstretch. But not on iRacing.
No, they didn't. They didn't put it there. I haven't been
they haven't
on.
Changed it yet.
Really?
We probably won't see it till they decide to do a rescan.
Well, I saw they rescanned the Roval and Charlotte. Is supposed to be coming out.
Yeah, it's already on iRacing. It's just not in the public forum. There were several NASCAR drivers driving it for practice.
Nice.
Oh, I'm interested seeing the fight again between Joshua Stewart and Seth Schultz. Schultz is going to have to once again fight his way past.
We can't forget we got Patrick DeSaulniers throwing his way into this second row as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was involved in that incident with Stouffer there, but he's had good pace, so he can have a chance of getting up here.
He's got a relatively clean car.
Ron Holford up here. I'm glad to see Holford up here.
Yeah, Hollyfield's been having a good run so far, man. He's definitely come a long way. He's up in 5th.
Yeah, he started pretty far back too.
And he said coming in, he didn't think he had pace.
Yeah, I heard him making it in practice, I think.
That's like
contrary to his own belief, he has pace.
Yeah, that's like when some of the drivers say the car don't rotate and then they win the race.
I think that's been every race this season we've heard. The car's garbage, and they win.
All right, pace car's in.
Crybabies are the victors.
Exactly.
Green flag is out. Ooh.
Jones gives a big shot to Stewart on that start. Try to get
Jones
him
was ready,
over
still
Schultz.
was not.
Yeah.
We're going to see Seth Schultz and Stewart fighting. I think Seth Schultz is going to let Stewart by and get behind him.
Probably
Yeah,
a
Stewart
good thing
really
to
good run
do.
that inside line.
Get behind him, run a few laps, let the tires heat up a little bit. Oh, we got somebody going around further back.
Yep.
Already?
Yeah, the
Caution
21
is
of
out,
Todd
spin on the
Cray.
backstretch.
Oh, he's got heavy damage too. Let's go and take a look.
Cray's car is already very damaged. Looks like he just got turned.
Yeah, Cray got a little bit of help there from William Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morrison the 61. We see him right behind him. They come off. Yeah, oh, he makes a little bit of contact with him. And unfortunately for Todd Cray, down hard into the inside wall. Still running though.
Morris gonna
So
try the inside there.
His engine did not expire, which is surprising.
I know, that thing's been in 2 major incidents now. What is
Yeah.
that thing running on?
It's got to be a Ford, but it's not a Ford.
There's not a Ford. Those are found on rubbish dumps.
It's a Chevy, and I don't understand.
Check under the hood. It's probably rebadged.
Seth
Bad
Schultz.
engineering at its finest.
Oh, Seth Schultz pulling a fake. I thought he was going to come down pit road.
To be honest, I think no one's gone down the pit road at all.
A couple guys towards the back. I see Barris coming in. It was Suru.
Yeah, Barris
Not
is
a
going to
bad
find a new
plan.
strategy after that bent car. So he's like, go for the pits, get new tires. He actually probably get some repairs done while he's here too.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose. I mean, he's only going to help himself by getting that car fixed up a little bit. It doesn't even look that bad, honestly.
And to be honest, he missed his stall. But what he could do is what he usually does. You know, get it prepared, get it good, get it in the back of the field. Next caution, do the BRS two-step, get right sides only. He could make his way to the front again doing this if he gets it right. Fortunately, he did miss his stall, so he's not getting it right.
And he is down and away.
I don't know if that would have been the right call. I think he should have stayed out for a bit more. Stay in the pits for a bit more, get some more repairs done.
We'll definitely have to see how that ends up. He's going to restart and near the back of the pack at least.
Yeah. I am not as good as driver as any of these people here, but I would have thought just stay in there till the pace car was coming by.
Yeah, especially under yellow, you know.
Yeah.
Unless,
get as much repairs done as possible.
Unless maybe it really wasn't calling for much repair on there now.
Yeah,
His car doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it really doesn't look too bad. He's got a little bit of damage in the rear. Front looks pretty tight.
Yeah, the rear is pretty bent. I don't know. I don't know if you can get that fixed though. I mean, if you just take a couple minutes with a hammer, probably get it fixed.
Got a big one ready to go.
Well, he's definitely got some extra downforce on that spoiler.
And some sideways force and a little bit of up force. Don't worry, guys. It's a cunning plan when you want to go every direction.
Yeah, we've seen the blades coming out today in the cup race. Whoa!
Yes.
What was that?
I think Curtis is in like a windstorm or something.
He's in a wind tunnel.
I am?
Yeah.
What?
When you keyed up, it sounded like you were testing in a wind tunnel or something, man.
That's weird. I don't understand these issues.
He was practicing the aerodynamic qualities of Barris's back wing.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Well, we're going to see if Chef Seltz has anything for Joshua Stewart this go round.
I'm not sure. It seems like Stewart's had his line pretty well, and Schultz has been struggling to be able to get that past, and it's been looking really hard to pass with the track temp.
From what I've seen, you just got to stick your nose in the inside. Once you do, you're golden, mate. It'll be a bit of work for sure. It's not going to get given to you, but if you get in the inside and you can keep there, you'll get the pass sooner or later.
Yeah,
as long as you don't let the guy above you start pushing you down to that yellow line. Because if he gets you down to that yellow line, you're going to burn up your tires and lose all your time.
It's been looking like Stewart's been defending the inside line, not allowing Schultz to get down there.
I'm willing to bet almost everyone's doing that. But I'm willing to bet Schultz has got a plan. He's gonna get a good run, get down there, and just steal the inside line before Joshua Stewart can stop him.
I'll just give him a bump.
Excuse me, sir. I want that line for myself.
You're in my spot.
So we got a couple of guys up in the top 10 here that have been sticking pretty tight so far. As the pace car goes in, we'll see what happens here on the start. Green flag is out. See if Stewart can clear Schultz, or is Schultz going to get that run on the outside?
And Stewart will clear Schultz going into turn 1. And Schultz going to be stuck on the high line as Jones looks to the inside.
And he's just going to try and hold that position. You know, I got a bit of a fight further back between Hollerfield and Mark McCurdy.
And we got a fight for second there, side by side.
Yeah. Looks like Jones is serious about it, so he's going to try and make the pass, and he's making Seth work for it. Seth is going to squeeze him down to that white line, otherwise he's going to be able to complete the pass on him.
Wow, that was close.
Bit of that apron, he's going to be slow and... Oh, wow.
That was close. Get the 60 of McCurdy here fighting it with Holyfield.
Oh! Contact with Holyfield.
Wow, and he does a good job keeping that car down off of him.
I was gonna start calling that. It looks like McCurdy was looking very aggressive. As you saw, he definitely was.
Yeah.
He also got a bit of a fight further back between looks like Brian Rumpf and Cody Franklin. Cody's on the inside, and behind him you got I think it's David Camara. No, that's Wendell Elliott.
Yeah, Wendell Elliott looking to get into this battle as well.
Trying to find a way through. You got the 3 of Bruce Pearson right there.
Well, unfortunately, there's a roadblock here. You have to slow down.
We have a lot of drivers looking to get to the same spot, and it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, well, that pack is huge, and right at the back of it is Robert Barris working his way forward too. Brian Rumpf is kind of just letting Wendell Elliott pass there.
Yeah, I think they almost, I'm not sure if they made contact or almost made contact, but the 65 kind of got, ran up a way higher. You know, it looked like he kind of turned up that way. It was kind of hard to tell from the angle I was looking if it was contact or not, but that definitely opened up the door for the 54 to get by.
Yeah, a little bit of fun drama. We'll call it cough cough team orders. But it looks like Schultz is right on the rear of Joshua Stewart. He's right up there. He's just waiting for his moment.
Took a great run there out of 4. Stewart's not going to get much of one as he took the lower line. Schultz might get there for turn 1.
Schultz taking a little bit higher of a line.
Yeah, to each their own. If they can make it work, it works.
Schultz banking on that exit speed, and that he will get as he'll get even going into turn 3. Side by side, Schultz looking to be the leader this time by, but Stewart's going to look back, and they're going to get a little bit tight there.
Oh, yeah. Stewart thought he had more road, and Schultz was like, nope, I'm all good here.
And Schultz got scored for the lead on that one.
Oh, he was almost able to complete the pass second. He was almost able to complete the pass, but looks like Stewart's going to come fight back again.
And we've seen this before. It's almost like a replay.
Oh, yeah. Just every single corner, you'll make a bit more progress, a bit more progress, a bit more progress, and get the pass completed. It's not a one-lap deal.
Oh, Schultz
slides it up there.
Aggressive
wow.
Move to that high line to block off Stewart. And it looks like Josh Jones is going to look beside Josh Stewart there. Take second place.
It looked like Seth trying to block both lanes.
I think it was more of a strategic move there, slow down Stewart, so that way Jones would have to start fighting him.
And look at that, Jones goes to second. Here comes Stewart now on the inside.
And while they're fighting each other, they're not going to be fighting Seth Schultz anymore, so Seth is going to hopefully try and get away.
Oh, Stewart's going to get the apron there.
He must have contact between the Joshes, so I'm not going to try and get their names correct, just Josh and Josh.
And Joshua Jones did a good job, man. You saw him working that wheel. Did a real good job keeping that car straight.
Wait, that must have worked together.
That definitely looked like it wanted to go around on him. We got McCurdy and who's that? Elliott against. No, I'm sorry, that's not McCurdy. That's Cody Franklin. Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, Elliott's pretty much closed the door on Franklin there, pushed Franklin all the way down to the white line, so Franklin has nowhere to go except back.
And they go back here to 61 of William Morris and Dame Newsom. Dame Newsom sitting there in 10th. Morris runs up to 9th. Right behind them, man, we got another hungry pack.
Big, messy pack, yeah. Frederick Hofstetter all the way back to Robert Barris, pretty much. Barris is working his way forward. He's got next to him, I believe that is hold on,
Josh Gallagher.
Yeah, I had to
on the
double check
outside
the
line as Barris looks to make a move. He will complete the pass. Gallagher using the travel, getting a run there. He's going to get in beside again for the battle for turn 1.
Up ahead, looks like Seth Schultz has managed to break away from Joshua Stewart so far. And Patrick Jasson is actually catching up to this little front group too.
Yeah, we've seen him do that before too. He's definitely got a fast car.
But Wendell Elliott on the inside of Mark McCurdy. Good pass from him, but I'm going to say again, cough, cough, team orders. Nah, that was a good pass from both of them.
Look at Ron Hollyfield holding on to that 5th place spot.
Yeah, we know he's got Wendell Elliott coming up from the rear, charging forward.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he's able to hold them off or Elliott's going to get on by.
We got a battle for 13th going on. Bruce Pearson and Frederick Hofstetter.
It looks like Hofstetter's gonna get that spot. That looked really close.
Brian Rumpf runs high. Hofstetter gets a little bit of a run there, but he's not gonna climb up the hill a little bit and have to back it out.
Both took a really high line and let Wendell Elliott through. Probably a good call. Save your tire, save your car. No damage, just keep going.
And here comes Robert Barris now to the inside.
Oh, we almost had a moment between Mark McCurdy and Cody Franklin there. And almost went 3 wide after with William Morris. This little pack is getting a little busy now. Going side by side with Curdy and Franklin right now.
It looks like Elliott did get by Holyfield. We're going to go 3 wide.
Down the backstretch.
Yeah, William Morris on the inside. That's is going to work, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Everyone's playing it really
3
safe.
wide on exit.
Who gets the run on exit? Who gets their foot
they're
down
working
first?
it.
It's still
3 wide, and they're going to break 3 wide in the tri-oval as William Morris makes a great idea there and backs out, and Cody Franklin runs away with the win out of this pack.
Wow. Here comes the 14 now of New. It looked like he was going to go on. And
I think Newsom is not going to try the 3 wide. I think he's seen it and was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
here comes the 30 now, Vieward Suru.
Suru looked, but he decided not to.
Yeah, that door closed pretty quick.
Position.
What is required here is what is known as patient aggression. Otherwise known as punch the guy at the right time. As if they try attack too early, like as looks like Morris did, you're just going to lose too much. But that being said, Morris did gain the position and is now fighting for the next position. So,
when did Raikkonen become Australian?
What?
Iwatsuru looks to the inside of McCurdy, and Thrini's going to complete the pass.
Holofield's still doing pretty great, to be honest. Like, he did get passed by Wendell Elliott, but he's just sitting there, to be honest.
Yeah,
The guys behind him are not going to catch him. They're too busy fighting. They're not actually going to catch Holyfield. Holofield's just going to drive on his own.
Yeah, he doesn't really have too much pressure on him right now.
Got a lap car here. It's all Cray. Looks like somebody's getting past him. See if Elliott gets past him cleanly.
53 laps this time by.
Joshua Stewart.
We haven't mentioned it, but yeah, Joshua Stewart is right on the rear of Seth Schultz there. That's a sudden change.
I think it might have been a little bit of help from that lap car. And here they go, side by side. Stewart looking for the lead.
Schultz gets a good run there off the backstretch, and he's gonna re-clear Stewart.
I think Seth Schultz is just showing you this is how you defend on the high line, by the way. This is the tables turn for these two.
I just think Schultz got slowed down a little bit by the lap car. I think that kind of hurt him. And now he's starting to pick his pace up. But he got him in a good spot right there, so not too bad.
Whoa, Seth Schultz really slows down that midline down the middle of the corner.
And Stewart back to the inside. He gets a little bit loose there.
Yeah, Seth really slowed down on the apex of that corner.
Yeah. He might be feeling it.
Yeah, he's using it to get a better entry. As we see Stewart get a little bit loose, go up the hill a little bit. He does keep it off Schultz.
Schultz with a really good run on exit too. You see what his plan is. Fast entry, fast exit, and slow in the middle of the corner.
Let's jump inside with Stewart up for a little bit on this one.
Having a race pace is one thing, but you gotta have a strategy as well. How are you gonna get past the guy? What's your plan? If your plan fails, make a new one. Or in some people's case, the definition of insanity: do it again and again and again until it works.
Until it works.
Yep.
Got Wendell Elliott now coming up to the rear of Patrick Gasonian for fourth. I think Patrick's actually catching. No, man, Joshua Jones is breaking away.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on out here on the track, man.
Yeah, speaking of, that brawl in the back is still going. You got, looks like Dame Newsom and Cody Franklin side by side.
Dame Newsom
and
gonna...
Morris and Butler side by side, but Butler's left down. Oh, it looks like Willie Morris is catching up to
and Newsom gets
Curtis,
the wall. Franklin will be back on the high line.
You're in a wind tunnel again, brother. Your downforce is good. Fix it.
It sounded like he was in the garage underneath the car, man. And we have William Morris now taking a look at the 7 of Ron Hollyfield. Looks like Ron Hollyfield's going to let him get that spot.
Yep. Looks like Ron's just going to let William Morris there by.
And then right back behind them, who's that?
Stewart going for the pass on Schultz. He actually might get it this time too. Yeah, clean pass on turn 1 and 2.
Wow.
Do you have anything for him after?
Fixed.
I think Schultz may be feeling a little bit of tire wear. They should be able to make it to the end here, technically on fuel. I think.
I think we're going to be close. I don't think we're in the green yet. I think it's where you're might have to do some saving.
And DeSaulnier and Wendell Elliott going back and forth at it a little bit here for 4th and 5th.
Yeah, Wendell has caught up to him, but let's see if he got any pace to pass DeSaulnier. DeSaulnier's playing this line pretty defensively here. Yeah, he's going shallow in entry there, so there's just almost nowhere for Wendell to go.
Who else we got going on the field here?
A little bit of side-by-side action past the Holyfield. Looks like you got Cody Franklin, Dane Newsom, and Brian Rumpler still fighting. It just never ends.
And it looks like Pearson just... oh, man, just as I said that, Pearson got by Barris. Barris spinning. Barris up into the wall. Is he going to get by? And
what the?
Oh, man.
Instant with Mark McCurdy and Bruce Pearson.
Oh, wrong one. Hang on a second. Let's go back.
Once again, Beers gets caught in an accident again. You gotta hate your life as Beers right now. That was a silly little incident, to be honest.
Yeah, watching the 3 and the 60. Looked like the 60 started getting a little bit loose, went to chase it. Gets into the 3. The 3 spins. Barris tries to avoid him. And, man, let's go back, though, with the 60. I want to see if anybody makes contact with him while he's spinning. He backs it up hard into the wall, too.
I gotta say, I think it was Rusty there? Was it Rusty who was trying to save it? No, hold on. Bruce Pearson, they're trying to save it. You see he tried so hard to save that thing. Just over and over, just trying.
Yeah,
he actually did pretty well, actually. The only incident he really had was a slight little scrape with Barris there. So his car's actually pretty good.
And Barris didn't have too many issues. He had a light tap with the wall and a little bit of side damage, but car looks to be okay.
I think for Barris right now, it's probably just more mental than actual physical damage. Because he's had so many, I said like 2 or 3 incidents in this race so far, and most of them none of his own fault. Yeah, had a big tap to the right, a light tap to the front left, kind of scrape with the front right on the wall. It's just bending that already bent chassis, and then a tap in the back right, back left as well. Actually, sorry. So I think in that crash, he managed to actually have all 4 corners of it, damn it, words! All 4 corners of his car hit. So we missed the pits because I'm scrub.
The Queen's tongue, man. The Queen's tongue. Seth Schultz wins the race off pit road. Actually,
Yeah,
with Justin Davidson stayed out.
I
Yeah,
think he's probably gonna get 2 tires.
Yeah, and he's not scored the leader yet.
Yeah, I was just announcing that he hadn't pit. I'd like to see if he'd stay out, just to see what happened. What would happen with the field?
Chaos. I think he's
And he will stay out.
He's staying out.
Staying out? Oh no. Well, this is what's known as a rolling roadblock. Oh my god.
We saw earlier in the race some wheel spin happened. Now Justin Davidson really has to watch his throttle control.
We said maybe he's just trying to get a single lap led, like trying to get the position 1, then he's gonna pit this lap.
Because now he just got scored for leading that lap.
Yeah, we almost want to see him stay out just to see what happens, but I get the feeling he's gonna pit. He's gotta pit. There's no way he's gonna try and run on those tires.
I would like to see a wild card move and have a different winner. That would make things very interesting.
I hate to say it, but I don't think this is a winning move. I think this is more of a suicidal one or a homicidal one. It's kind of hard to tell. Both impulses seem pretty much the same here. Either
What's
he
the
takes
difference?
himself out or someone else.
Oh,
I hope he pits. Come on, pit, buddy. Just don't do this to yourself and everyone else. Just pit it, please.
Well, we're gonna find
if he
out.
if he has the willpower, he can win.
It's not about willpower.
And he will take it to the pits.
Yeah, it's not about willpower. It's about grip and tire power. He didn't have it.
Let's just remember, people made jokes about willpower possibly winning the Indy 500. He did.
That will put Schultz back up to the lead. And then once again, Joshua Stewart in second, Joshua Jones in third, and DeSonia now up in fourth, Elliott in fifth, and Hollyfield in sixth.
I gotta say that's he obviously gets the lap led for that too. So he got a lap led just for not pitting until then. But he's going to count as a lead change for you too. So it's gonna be an extra lead change on the board. Makes it look more interesting.
Yeah, we're up to 11 already.
Yep.
11
It's
lead
interesting how Wyndham
changes.
Elliott does against Patrick DeSonia with fresh tires and on a restart. He was fighting with DeSonia before that caution.
Yeah.
Curious if he has anything for him now. Say Holifield's probably not liking the restart because he was doing great just sitting in his own little bubble on track, but now he's gonna be back in the middle of this pack.
And on the outside.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm just looking back at Barris's car, man. That thing just it's bent every way.
Yeah. It's a shame because he was up there leading early on.
Pace car is in, just waiting on the green flag to fly.
There's your green.
And Schultz and
good
Stewart go back to
Schultz,
battling.
Yeah. Good start for Schultz. He got a good jump there.
Low line gets going, high line does not, as Stewart's going to file into that low line in front of Joshua Jones.
Yep, front 3 cars all single filing in. Looks like Wendell Elliott's going in as well.
And DeSaulnier falling back as he gets stuck on the high line beside Wendell Elliott, and Cody Franklin gets to the inside to look as well.
Behind him, Ron Hovel's in the exact same position, stuck in that high line with nowhere to go.
See if Hollyfield, he's clear of the 65 now, so he can bring it back down low, hang on to that spot.
Are we gonna? Oh,
Holefield
Brian
let
Rumpf
off there.
had
Was
to
on the
lift.
rear Petrosonia.
Rumpf had to lift there, or else we would add another issue. Ron Hollefeld would have been, in incident. We're gonna be 2 by 2 for a few sets here in close.
Yeah. No, there was almost an accordion there. Holford just had to break a little bit because of the Sonia, which almost put him back into Rumpf and the Morris and the accordions begins.
Let's see what's going on up front. So far, Schultz still out in front. Stewart is in second. Jones sitting in third. And Elliott now back up to fourth. And right behind Elliott is Cody Franklin.
Yeah. Don't come out of nowhere this race. Cody Franklin just kind of popped up like, hey, I'm top 5 now.
And he's got a pretty clean looking car still.
So you need sometimes just don't hit anything or any walls and you're all good.
That's usually the goal.
Yep.
As Stewart gets to that low line of Schultz.
Wow. He's trying.
That's right. But Schultz got a run off. He's going to clear him again. I get the feeling this fight's going to happen for the next rest part of the race, to be honest.
And it looks like Jones is starting to get into this battle as well.
We got Pearson side by side with who's that? Brian Rumpf up in the 65. Yep. Yeah. Oh, who was that? 30 of Iwatsuru jumps it up to the outside line. I thought he lost it for a minute, but that was a move up.
So these front 3 drivers are driving real close together now.
Looks like they've all turned the aggression up as we saw Schultz running both lines there. He's going to try to get back to the bottom of the block. Stewart.
Cody Franklin inside of Wendell Elliott there had a bump with him.
Yeah, a little bit of contact. Stewart, though, not letting Schultz get too far out in front. He's reeling him back in.
And Jones just sitting back there watching him, just kind of trying to get dragged along and just waiting for his moment.
Well, he's in the perfect spot because if they wreck, he can just go right on by.
Yep, we've got 33 laps to go.
Next time by, 33 to go. Race is starting to really wind up, and we're going to have to see who's got the power here, Schultz or Stewart in this battle, or if it's going to be a completely different driver.
Got Dame Newsom back here in ninth, taking a look underneath William Morris.
I think he's a bit too low for that. He came in too shallow. He's on the white line the entire time. He just doesn't get any pace. He's going to lose that, not get the position at all. Lose all his pace.
That's frustrating.
Oh yeah. You got to get the line right. You can't just hug that white line and expect it to work. This isn't IndyCar.
Brian Rumpf and Pearson still side by side. And right behind them, Nevin Iwatsuru. Looks like we have Newsom was taking a look on the inside again. Not going to do it. Go back up to the front.
Look at this front pack actually starting to come together. Got the front 3 guys, and you got the next 3 or 4 guys coming together. Wendell Elliott, Cody Franklin, Patrick DeSoni, and it looks like I think Ron Hofer actually catching
3
up
wide between Iwatsuru, Pearson, and Rumpf. There's a little bit of contact there, but they're going to get it sorted.
Get to the tail end of the race. People can start doing some more aggressive stuff.
Yeah, it's time to take, not give.
Ooh, almost had a moment between DeSoni and Cody Franklin. DeSoni's on the inside of him now. Going to make that pass clean, but that looked real close for a moment there.
Stewart is able to clear Schultz to take the lead.
Man, we missed it twice.
Yeah, 2 moves at once. Well, I bet Schultz will re-attack at some point. He's not going to just sit there. He's going to wait for it and go for it again.
For some reason, Schultz doesn't have the car. Doesn't look like he has the long run car that he usually does have. Looks like he's got a pretty good short run car.
It looks like he's fading to Stewart at this moment.
Have to give him time and see what happens.
He was a little bit faster that time by. Stewart.
That's the power of draft.
Let's see what they got this time by. Yeah, Schultz.
3 1,000s.
Yeah, just hardly anything.
Yeah, I think that could probably be accounted by a fly on the bumper. Looks like we got a bit of a fight going on between Holyfield and Morris. Holyfield on the outside, Morris is going to go past on the inside. I think Dame's going to go past as well. Holford's now sitting on the outside there. Nope, Holford secures the spot. He might try and re-attack on Morris here.
Oh yeah, here he goes to the inside.
Nah, he backs up.
Holyfield's running a really low line through the turn.
I think he's trying to be aggressive there, because normally he's running it more like midline there. I think he tried a really low one to try and get an attack on him.
Look at Iwitsuru and Brian Rump. Iwitsuru's going to take that spot. Got to put him up in the 10th.
He never started suddenly moving up. Like, all of a sudden, he just decided now's the time to race, and here he is moving up the field.
And you got Wendell Elliott closing in on the top 3.
Yeah, he's been catching up pretty rapidly to Joshua Jones. Last lap wasn't that fast, but the one before that was really fast. Now he's actually matching his lap time. So
Stewart putting down some good numbers so far still.
he's trying to break away from Schultz. He's actually starting to make it work. Got 25 laps to go.
Take a quick ride with the leader.
Wow. So I think it's Rusty Farrell, like right on the rear bumper of Matt through that corner. Like I'm talking, like he's almost pushing him. That's some close driving. I think they're even like not even on the same lap. No, they are on the same lap. Never mind, I'm wrong. Yeah, it looks like Joshua Stewart just going to break away from Schultz now. He's just got too much pace. Even that lap was 700th faster. Man, unless he makes a mistake or says Schultz finds some more pace, it looks like he's going to get away from him.
It looked like, who's that, Dame Newsom looking on the inside again of Morris.
Those two have been fighting for like the past 20 laps.
He's going to take it back behind.
He's quite where he wants to be. He's got to set up a little bit better, get enough pace for it.
And it looks like Iwitsuru's closing in a little bit on Holyfield. Going to take a look right here. See if he's got anything for him going into 1.
Holford's been pretty passive on the defense, just trying to keep his car alive.
Yeah, I think Holyfield's driving smart, keep it alive, finish the race.
So no point defending if your car dies.
Looks like Schultz is starting to size up Stewart again.
Ooh, wow.
21 laps to go this time by.
That was a sudden change.
Yeah. Stewart's still just a little bit faster than Schultz. Not by much.
Schultz is getting one hell of a run there. Got right up to the rear bumper of Stewart. Like, either Stewart's getting some bad exits there, or just not quite getting it right, because Stewart was getting an amazing run. Schultz, sorry.
Trying to keep an eye on behind them with Joshua Jones and Wendell Elliott, because they're pretty much having a similar type battle.
Well, both Wendell Elliott and Schultz are technically within striking range. Schultz is actually going for the pass on the outside now.
Yep, Schultz makes the move.
Yeah. Can't go that high. He's got to start squeezing Stewart down to that white line.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to stick to that line for turn 1, and he's going to make the move there. His fastest exit is turn 2.
Yeah, well, he's actually gaining a position on the outside there.
Watch, drive off. Huge run on the outside there for Seth Schultz, and he will
Wow.
clear Stewart.
That's
Pass on
amazing.
the outside.
That's amazing.
1%er.
And
That's an amazing pass from Seth there. The pass on the outside.
and look at that, Seth to the lead.
Like that. He's also look at how much he's gaining time already. He's got a lot of pace now. Maybe he was saving. Maybe he just something found the pace. Because wow.
I just think the switch clicked on. 18 laps to go. Time to move.
Yep.
And Wendell Elliott's pretty much right on the rear of Joshua Jones there.
Yeah, Joshua Jones is doing a good job right now, holding on to that third spot.
And you got Cody Franklin and William Morris side by side.
Who's going to be the winner out of that one?
I think I'm going to say Morris, but yeah, it looks like Morris is going to get it.
Yeah.
So this is pretty good pace in this part of the race right now. He's not doing too bad.
Let me see
Being
where.
through positions.
Where did he
Just fighting
start?
off Dane the whole time.
He started 5th, sitting here in 6th. Not too bad. Let's go up to the Sonia in 5th. Started 18th. Elliott started 2nd, and he is. Ooh, he was side by side with Joshua Jones.
Now he's going to go for it here. He's starting to stick his nose in. I'm trying to push Jones wide. We're going to see if the outside line just gets that amazing run. Looks like Jones is keyed in just like Schultz on the outside line.
And Elliott back to the inside there in the middle of 3 and 4, and he's going to push up the hill. He's going to stay off of Jones, but he's going to have to forfeit the fight.
That was close.
Better be careful on that, man. Can't overdrive. You overdrive, you're going to kill yourself and the other guy, and no one's going to be happy. And Stewart's still hanging on to the rear of Schultz too, so we've got 2 fights going on for the top 4 guys. And honestly, keep an eye on Patrick Gasolnia too. He's actually faster than Jones and Wendell Elliott right now. So he might be able to find his way back up to this fight and maybe get a position for himself. And behind him, we have Cody Franklin on the wall sliding through the grass. He disconnected.
Man, he was having a good run, too.
Yeah, he just starts sliding through the grass, and all of a sudden, he's gone.
All right, so Schultz is going to start catching some lap traffic here in a minute. We're going to see if that's going to hurt him or help him.
Where people have been passing Todd Cray, who's the car up ahead, he's been going to the outside line, but that's where Schultz has been driving, so that might actually hurt Schultz a bit.
It all depends on how this gap management goes and how fast Schultz is going to get to him.
Yeah, with 12 laps to go. Do or die now.
And Cray goes down to the pits.
Thank you very much, Cray. That's a good move there.
You know, Schultz is going. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's not another thought in his head other than Cray, out of my way.
Because we've seen Schultz many times being taken out by lap down cars. So,
I think that's the one word that was playing on repeat in his head, which is move.
yeah, like, come on, dude.
Or alternatively, no. He's had such bad luck with lap traffic. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of a Pavlov PTSD there.
A couple more laps, they'll be catching some more lap traffic.
He's got a little bit of a gap to Joshua Stewart. And the same with Joshua Jones and Wendell Elliott. Jones just put a bit of a gap as well. Maybe both Elliott and Stewart are waiting for those last few laps and going to make their final lunge there.
Yeah, because we saw Elliott trying to get around him, and then he did kind of back up a little bit, and it looked like Jones just brushed the wall.
Whoa, and Elliott inside again.
Yeah.
Commentators curse, damn it, the moment we say it.
Yeah, he got up and brushed the wall just a little bit.
Yeah, he clears Jones for third.
See Jones' right front fender a little bit bunched up on there, probably hurting him just a little bit. We're at 9 laps to go. Jones on the inside. Yeah, these guys are going to be fighting it out for that position.
Yeah, they're pretty much going to be equal on their run on the exit there. Looks like Wendell's going to be a little bit faster.
And
Jones is door to door with him there.
DeSonia and Morris also side by side back there.
Yeah, DeSonia's starting to fall back in pace compared to everybody else. Look, Morris has just been
flying contact like to 54 up into the wall.
In the wall.
And he's gone. Oh, that was quick.
Yep.
I think the wall just claimed Wendell Elliott.
But I mean, he's just like gone. Here goes Stewart now and Schultz. Stewart looking to the inside, trying to take that #1 spot away from Schultz here as we wind these laps down.
Oh, he's trying there. He almost slid into Schultz, but Schultz is still holding that position well. That mid to high line's working really well for him.
I think Schultz wants him to try that a couple more times and heat those tires up. Oh, and he catches a piece of the apron. That's really going to slow him down.
Yeah, I think this is actually definitely a tactical strategy from Schultz right now. It's just like leave that door open enough that he thinks he can attack. Let him try and attack it, waste his tires, just keep holding that position.
Yeah, I wonder what happened with Wendell Elliott, man. He just hit the wall, and next thing you know, he was gone off the track. I know when you escape out, it's not that quick.
No, I think there was a bug with iRacing.
Really?
Or he hit Alt F4.
No. If it's Alt F4, it'll show up on our thing as manual disconnected. Yeah. He did not do that. I think like it's almost like he got DQ like with a 1x kind of thing.
You know, it could be. Yeah,
we do have an incident limit.
Do we?
Yep, 16 X's. That could have been what happened.
Yep, then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to. Ooh, 22.
I think hit the wall there. You can tell he's pushing now. He's got 4 laps to go.
And that's what Seth wants to see. He knows he was
Seth's working it now.
Yep, he was really getting him to heat those tires up. He's got a little brush in the wall.
And William Morris has been catching Joshua Jones now.
Wow.
He's flying up for that 3rd place finish. He's got 3 laps to make it work. Or 4 laps, sorry. He's definitely got the pace if you see if he can make the pass.
Yeah, I didn't know there was an incident limit on here tonight. That's exactly what it was. Because that incident limit will take you off the track instantly.
Yes. Well, that lap, Morris actually was slower than Jones, so maybe Jones had a slow lap or two, but I think Morris is going for it.
And if you look at Stewart, Stewart's right there back on the back bumper of Schultz one more time.
Again and again and again.
He is pushing everything he can out of that car.
He's got to get a new plan. He's either get closer before he attacks, or he's got to try and take a different line. Because Schultz is really defending well.
And they're actually having a clean, hard battle right here for first.
Exactly, yeah. No bumping, no grinding, no spin, no bumps.
And now in the next couple laps, they might have to filter through a lapped car. Yellow is out.
Flag, no.
That will end the race.
Patrick DeSonia and who is? Whoa, hello, someone else before him. No, it was DeSonia and Nevin Itsuru.
Go back and take a look real quick. Try anyway. There we go.
Looks like Patrick DeSonia kind of slid down a little bit into Nevin, and Nevin kind of came a bit wider than he probably expected. Oh, and then who is that? Hold up.
Ooh, yeah, there's the contact 30 hard into the wall. Oh,
Dames came flying like a wrecking ball.
Oh,
Nevin, Dame's car is done. That's a shame because Dame was in 7th place there.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, both cars destroyed.
That being said, if Dame can just motor it around the track, he's going to get his position still. But that means that's going to solidify a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Yep.
Shame for Morris, because Morris definitely had the pace to make an attack on Jones.
They have the fuel.
You got Seth, Joshua, and Joshua, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
That's Josh and Josh.
I know, damn it.
I'm telling you. That's why I said it.
So
you got
never going to separate them.
You got Seth Schultz. He started 4th. He's going to take home the win here tonight. And then you got Joshua Stewart, who started 14th, going to finish 2nd. And Joshua Jones, who started 8th, is going to finish 3rd.
Good run for some of these guys. Like, Stewart's been hounding the back of Seth Schultz for most of this race. And Jones has just always been there. He's not been fighting too hard, just been sitting there in the right position the whole time. And he got a podium for it, too. Right place, right time, the entire race.
They had a great battle there at the end, man. I thought for sure the 22 of Stewart, when he was trying to pass him back at 8 or 9 laps to go, when he lost that pace on him, I thought Schultz was just going to pull out, pull away, and that was going to be the end of it. When I saw Stewart back on his back bumper, I was surprised to see that.
Oh yeah, Stewart was going to make a fight of it all the way to the end. Unfortunately, it's going to be a yellow flag finish. As Seth Schultz takes the win.
13 lead changes too, man. Seth Schultz, your winner. Started 4th, got 78 laps led. That's a lot of laps. I didn't realize he led that many.
Yeah, he led a lot of laps. It didn't seem like it was going to be that much, but he did end up getting a lot of laps led.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that many. I thought maybe he led about 40 laps. I didn't realize 78 laps, man. That's a good amount. He had a good car here tonight. Oh, you see, 76.
I don't know what's going on there, but okay.
I think he was just trying to give him a donut and congratulate him, man, and kind of shot him back up into the wall.
I'm embarrassed. Just damaged one of the only perfect cars on track.
I think Jones did the same thing, gave Seth a side bump too, so they're all going, giving him a nudge.
The cleanest car on track is no longer clean.
Yeah, they got to be careful because you never know how many incidents Schultz got there. And they go and bump him. That could be it.
Disqualified.
Oh,
Final lap, taking the white flag. Disqualified.
That would not be good. All right, so we'll get back to our winner. First, let's go to Joshua Jones here. Joshua Jones, he started 8th. He'll finish 3rd. We'll get a word in with him and see how he feels about this race here tonight and how he feels about going to Phoenix next week. All right, Joshua Jones, SR Booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you started 8th. You finished 3rd. Looked like you had a pretty good car there for a while. How'd it feel out on the track for you tonight?
The first few laps was pretty good, and it started to get tight. Didn't want to turn, and then towards the very longer runs, then you'd almost snap loose in some spots. I think it was the 54 next to me or something. I was down on the inside, and I got tighter than I anticipated. And I pushed up. I think he got into the wall and spun out, so I'd like to apologize for that.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of cars doing that out there tonight. Some good racing, though, man. Really hard to pass. Did you feel like the outside line had an advantage or the inside line? Because from what we saw, it looked like the inside line was kind of where you wanted to be.
It was hard to say. Right on the start, kind of wanted the inside line, but after a few laps, besides the 22, I couldn't see anybody else besides 22 cutting through 1 and 2 down low. I think most people wanted to start up high and cut down low, exiting off of 2 and 4.
Well, you came in here tonight 3rd in the points. I believe I just looked at it. I believe you were only 4 points back from the lead. You come out of here in 3rd from an 8th place start, so it should keep you pretty good, pretty high up in the points. You guys are going to ISM Phoenix next week. How do you run at Phoenix? Is that a good track for you?
I had a couple good runs before, but it's just hit or miss. It just depends. These guys are real competitive, so I have to practice all week to get ready for next Sunday. Yeah,
Phoenix is one of those tracks. I know with me, I struggle at Phoenix, so I'm kind of glad I'm not racing there right now with you guys. But there is a lot of competition out there on the track, man. Pretty good race here. Not too bad. We had 13 lead changes and 7 cautions tonight. You got a good finish here, so it's going to keep you in a decent spot going into next week's race at Phoenix. So congratulations on that, man. And before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Of course, you guys for broadcasting. Thank you. DieHard Racing League. Seth and all the admins for putting it on. JMR Outdoors and American Hero Hunt. I think beginning of December, we're going to be doing the waterfowl hunt. A week ago, they did the deer hunt, so all that was pretty good activity. You can check out their Facebook page, see what it's all about.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That'll be really good. Hopefully we can, maybe before the season is over, we can, if you guys got any pictures or anything or some stuff we can put up here at the beginning and at the end of the race, get it over our way, we'd be more than happy to put it up. And we'll look for you next week at Phoenix, brother. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right, that was third place, Joshua Jones. We are going to go to second place, Joshua Stewart. When do you guys see him?
Yeah, I got him, brother.
All
I
right.
get him. Now I'll take him as well.
All right, awesome.
Hey, Joshua Stewart, you got your ears on, brother?
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, you made that a fight near the end there. I gotta ask, do you think you had any pace for Seth at the end?
Yeah, I messed up there on that last caution. Didn't put enough fuel in the car, and was trying to save a little bit. Even though I know we normally here lately we've been ending under a caution, so I knew with about 5-10 laps to go I needed to be getting on it pretty good. But yeah, I was lifting a little early and kind of let Seth run away a little bit too far. It was a good fight though.
Oh yeah, for most of the race, that was you two guys just fighting out clean from lap to lap to lap. It was honestly good to see. Good ask, man. You started pretty far back in the pack. What was your initial strategy for you?
Whenever I first started out, I got stuck on the outside and ended up making a mistake getting into the wall there. Had about almost 20 seconds worth of damage. Had to come in and clean that back up. But seemed like I got lucky with a few cautions, took out a couple big hitters there. Helped me out.
Well, yeah, definitely. With all that, you had pace all the way up the front, just constantly fighting Seth. It was honestly glorious to watch, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Seth's really good. He's really fast. I'm glad he raced me clean. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it's good position for you here. Definitely got a lot of points. Keeping ahead of Joshua Jones right behind you with your names that are very confusing. How you feeling the championship at the moment?
I think we came in first. I'm not sure where we're at in points after tonight, but it was definitely a good points night.
Oh yeah. And how you feel with Phoenix next week?
I'm just gonna have to practice same way I do every weekend. Just practice learning the track and hitting the marks.
Man after my own heart, brother. Alrighty, mate, we'll let you go. You got any shout-outs for us?
Yeah, shout out to all you guys putting the race on, DieHard Racing League, American Hero Hunt, all you guys up in the booth. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, man.
Good luck next week, brother.
Thank you.
All right, that was
Josh Stewart.
Joshua Stewart, second place. He started 14th, and he got up here, man. I'll tell you what, he definitely put on a good fight there at the end. Actually, all through the race.
For his money.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think he was going to be able to make it back to him after that little brush with the wall. But man, what a surprise! All right, we're going to get the winner, Seth Schultz. Curtis, you want to take him?
What? I'm awake. Yeah, sure. Seth Schultz, SR Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
So you started fourth, you finished first. It looked like mid-run you were having a bit of a hiccup with the car in the middle of the run, and then we saw you start to change and do a late apex on the exit of 2. Did you kind of plan for that, or was that just something you kind of discovered?
I found it in practice, and then kind of started doing what everybody else was doing, and it burned up my tires. So I learned from that run for the future to use it, and then it was kind of when I was following Josh, I started saving the tires a little bit. Well, lo and behold, he started saving fuel because he didn't think he took enough. So that kind of benefited for me getting back in front of him, and but I overdrove the car the first few runs of the race, just trying to stay ahead of guys behind me. So, I mean, you had to keep pace, but at the same time, you had to be careful not to burn your stuff up, and I burned it up the first couple runs.
It looked like we were having, we had a little bit of a lull in some cautions, which you guys had a run. Were you planning on having some cautions later to maybe be able to bridge the gap of making it to the end on fuel?
I knew I could do about 60 laps on fuel, so I knew once we got to there, then I never really worried about it. I mean, the way the cautions were coming out, I was surprised we actually had as long a couple runs that we had. I mean, the last one was really nice, but I don't know what happened with the caution at the end, but it's just, we got to do something to clean up the racing. We did good the last 2 seasons, and then up till Kansas, and then it all kind of went out the back door, so I don't know what's going on, but we're going to try and nip that in the bud as soon as we can.
Fair enough. And we had a couple of the drivers talk about how far the run went into the car. What did you find the car wanted to do as you were getting later into the runs?
You had to be a little easier in, and it wanted to over-rotate from apex off. You could feel the rear tires actually starting to want to come around, but that's because the left front wouldn't wear near as much as the right front. So let's see here. On that run that we had, I got a 7% difference between my right front and my left front. So, which makes the car hook a lot more on the in the turns. So which helps, but at the same time, if you didn't practice a long run, it was going to sneak up on you.
And going into we're going to do a bit of a back to short track racing. How do you feel going into ISM Raceway with 2 races to go?
Phoenix is one of my favorite tracks. So, but I have to keep finishing ahead of the Joshuas to gain some points back. And watching them finish right behind me tonight was not a good thing. I mean, I'm glad they had a good finish. Hats off to them. I had to gain some on Robert too, which I actually think I gained probably the most on him, but I had to make up 16 points to get back to the front, and I didn't do it all tonight. I got to pretty much go for the win and the last 2 races, or 3, whatever it is.
All right, and do you have any shout-outs before we let you go?
Just for you guys broadcasting, you guys do a great job as always. American Hero Hunt, what they do for the veterans, and I'm probably missing something right now. All the league members that show up week in and week out, to them too. Now we got the numbers up. We just need to get some cleaner racing back into what we used to have.
Yeah, I think after the first season, usually the second season kind of irons itself out a little bit better. Guys start getting to know each other a little more. Great run here, though, man. 78 laps led, dude, for the win. I got an update on the points, and you managed to shave off 3 points, so you're only 13 points behind the leader right now. So that's not really too bad. 7 points behind Joshua Jones and Joshua Stewart. He came in, I believe he was 2 points ahead, and now he is 6 points ahead. So it's going to be a real tight battle going into Phoenix next week.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to come down to qualifying good and keeping your car in the front as best as you can. And, you hate to say it, but you hope that 1 or 2 or 3 of them have a hiccup along the way, and you're able to finish out on top of it. But I don't know. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, we could get destroyed in lap 1 for all I know. So hopefully not, but just being realistic about it.
Hey, a quick question. We were watching, you were leading the race, and I think it was the 21 of Todd Cray. You were getting ready to catch him, and he was obviously laps down, and then he went into the pits. The only thing I could think of was you say, whew.
Yeah, I was watching what he was doing, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna stay high. And then I see him going down. I'm like, he's going into pit road. was assuming just to stay out of the way, or maybe he was doing a short pit. I don't know, but that's kind of the big thing is a lot of the guys that have been here for a while. The camaraderie amongst us is really good. So, if others want the same respect among guys that have been here for a long time, and they'll get it. They just have to show some as well.
Yeah, we were saying when you go back and listen, we were saying you haven't had the best of luck last season and a little bit this season with lap down cars. So we were saying that's probably a big relief to you, when you seen them go into the pits. Like, thank you, man. But
yeah,
a lot of good racing out there, man. I thought Stewart at the end there was all over your back bumper and looked like he was getting ready to make a move on you, and he kind of slid it up a little bit, was burning the tires up, scraped the wall a little, and started fading back. And we really thought you were just going to pull away. And I was really surprised to see him get back to the back bumper of your car, man, for that last run before the caution came out.
When I realized how good the bottom was in 3 and 4 especially, then I was like, okay, I have to go to the bottom. So I basically took his line away. And the time that he hit the wall, I keyed up in TeamSpeak and told him, I said I almost did the same thing, because I had to lift twice coming out of the corner. I lifted, got back to it, lifted again, and I just kept it off of it. And I think he just got a little too tight because he was right behind me, so then he ended up pegging it. But then when he come back, I'm like, okay, I'm taking your bottom line away now. So I didn't have a choice, and it worked. But it'd have been interesting if we could have raced out those last couple laps. I mean, I like racing against both Josh's and Robert and them, and we can race each other door to door and not wreck each other. So I mean, that's fun.
Yeah, it was definitely clean racing between you two and hard racing. All right, man. Well, listen, congratulations. I'm gonna give you back to Curtis, and we'll look for you in Phoenix next week, brother.
All right, thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Your mic's dying, mate.
Wake up.
Hey, good to see you, Seth.
Hey,
So, started 4th, finished 1st. Congratulations on your win. See you next week.
See you next week at Phoenix.
Have a good one, mate.
Congratulations, bro.
You guys are good. Yes.
Terrible
Throw me
kid.
under the bus.
Yeah, would you have a mouthful of Chinese food or something, brother?
No, there was about 15 people in line, so I had to go for burritos.
That's not too bad. All right, man. Hey, good race. We had, let me quickly just pull up the summary again. We had 13 lead changes, 133 laps complete, 7 cautions tonight. We've seen some real good racing out there. You see Seth Schultz right there in the number 31, started 4th, takes home the win with 78 laps led. Quite a battle out there too, man, at the end between him and the 22, Joshua Stewart. An update on the points. Joshua Stewart comes out in the lead still tonight. He's increased his lead by 2 points, so now he's 6 points ahead of Joshua Jones, who is up in 2nd. Seth Schultz moves up to 3rd, and he is only 13 points back. And then Robert Barris in 4th. He's only 18 points back. Todd Cray, not really the best run he wanted to have here tonight, but still didn't really hurt him too bad. He's only 25 points back from the leader in 5th. So going to be really tight going into Phoenix next week. I'm not really sure who's gonna, how this is really gonna work out. They got Phoenix, and then the final race. I want to say I believe it's Homestead. I probably should have just looked while I had it open, but I think it's gonna be really good. And Seth was saying they want to clean it up a little bit, but one thing we've seen from calling a lot of races, the first seasons are usually a little bit tough, especially when you have a whole bunch of new guys, and they got a lot of cars out on the field here. So, you're going to have that. I believe the next season that these guys do will be big fields, strong competition like they got, and just a little bit cleaner. But, I think these guys do a great job. We've seen some good racing so far. This was race number 7 of 9. So, I mean, that's just my opinion, guys. But I think they've been doing pretty good so far.
When you've got 31 cars on a track, there's going to be incidents. Like, there's just not enough track for everyone.
And there's a
These guys
lot.
have done really well.
And there's a lot of good competition all through the field. I mean, it's not like you're just seeing racing up in the front and that's it. You're seeing racing all the way back, even for 28th. You know what I mean? So
It's too much for us. We can't see it all.
that's the problem. We can't see it all.
And I got an update on the Wendell Elliott situation. He was disqualified.
All right.
iRacing didn't just claim him out of nowhere.
All right, that's what I kind of figured. I didn't realize they had the incidents on. So yeah, that'll explain why he just disappeared. Because I went back to see what happened with him, and poof, he was gone. You know, and normally you don't see somebody gone that quick.
And shout out to the only driver with a 0x, Seth Schultz.
Wow.
Oh wow, nice.
That's awesome, man. All right, so next week, tune in here at 8:20. They will be at Phoenix, and that will be race number 8 of 9. Let's pull up the results. I'm probably going to only be able to get the first 20 on here because, again, I forgot to fix it. It's my apologies.
So good, I got you, brother.
All right, so finishing first is Seth Schultz. Second is Joshua Stewart. Third is Joshua Jones. William Morris finishes 4th. Patrick DeSaunier finishes 5th. Ron Hollyfield with a 6th place finish. Brian Rump finishes 7th. 8th goes to Dame Newsom. Nevin Iwasuru finishes 9th. And 10th is Bruce Pearson.
11th, you got Rusty Farrell. 12th is Robert Ferris. 13th is Adam Matz. 14th, John Johnson. 15th, Josh Gallagher. 16th, Justin Davidson. 17th, Mark McCurdy. 18th, Frederick Hofstetter. And 19th, Wendell Elliott. And 20th is Art Peck. And you guys got the rest, or shall I do the rest?
21st is Cody Franklin. 22nd is Elliot Butler. 23rd is Todd Cray. 24th is Brad Speidel. 25th is Chris Stouffer. 26th is Aaron Corey. 27th is Brian Grubbs. 28th is Josu Tellez. Thank you. 29th is Mike Major. 30th is David Camara. And rounding out the field, and 31st, Caleb Thompson.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being out here with me again. We'll be back here Wednesday night with Somo Racing League at 8:50. So if you want to see a good race with Somo Racing League in their Xfinity Series, come tune on in. And then Sunday night, we'll be back here again at 8:20 at ISM, the old Phoenix. And these guys will be battling it out. Going to be some good racing. So appreciate you guys coming on board and doing this with me as always, man.
Anytime. It's always great.
It's always fun.
All right. Stay out of trouble. Good luck. And everybody enjoy your week. We will see you Wednesday and Sunday.
Later, guys.
Have a good one.